Hey, Dawn. All right, let's go take a look. Got the workup right here. So what I'm going to do here is this. Gosh, I want to kind of do this. I'm going to just take this. I'm going to reduce the heck out of it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to reduce the heck out of it. I'm going to put both in the same window. And I want you to look at this and I want you to tell me, do these look like they are part of the same campaign? In other words, do these look like they were designed by the same designer at the same time? And I think the answer is probably not. And one of the reasons being is because they are visually extremely dissimilar. And the main thing is the color of the background. So keep that in mind. You want harmony between the front and the back. Okay, let's go ahead and increase these. We'll take a look at each individual piece. We'll take a look at the typography, composition, and concept. Okay, front of the poster, a couple of problems with the front of the poster. The main thing is that you've got an image on the front of the poster, and of course, and the assignment requires that you don't use an image on the front of the poster, okay? The next issue I'm seeing is this visual substitution, which is a great technique. However, it's not specifically working here because this just resembles too much of an O. So if you're not familiar with Albert Einstein, you're not able to put this in context by making the connection with the image. And if Albert Einstein was not a household name, this would almost be impossible to read. I think it would look like A. Obert. Okay, does that make sense? So you might want to consider something else there. I would recommend, let me see. Yeah, you're using the same typeface in as the laureate's name and the tagline. I recommend adding some typographic variety by introducing a second typeface. Okay, let's go and take a look at the back of the poster. That's interesting, but that should be a drop cap. Right now, it's just kind of hung in the margin. So I would drop that into the paragraph. I highly recommend you do that. Looks like you have, not sure if you adjusted your numbers. Yeah, those look pretty big. You want to either reduce the size or use old style on that. Then over here, this is more of a caption. So I would recommend that you set this in italic. You can use the same typeface as you're using here, but just set it, reduce the scale and set it as an italic. Okay, also watch your numbers there. That's either old style or reduced scale. Okay, and then now as far as typography goes, you've got a lot of you've got widows in your timeline. That's a type of word sitting on a line of type alone. You don't want to do that. Here's one. Here's one. This isn't one because it's only one word. That's not one because it's only one line. Okay, but that, I would say Polytech School, and then drop that in the next line and say in Zurich. I do not recommend center aligning the type in your timeline. Also, the timeline should be designed, right? It should be designed. It should be a design typeface. I'm sorry, a design timeline. You definitely want to work on that. The other thing is the rags. Rags need to be adjusted, even though they're short. This paragraph's fine right here. But see that angle right there and kind of this wavy pattern and that angle right there, that all needs to be adjusted. That angle right there, that needs to be adjusted. This is what your rag should look like. We want to avoid any kind of angles like that or any kind of wavy patterns like that. Okay. Other than that, I think we're coming along quite nicely. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. But I would like to see those comments reflected in your final submission. Again, any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks, Don.